So, excuse me, greetings. It's me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia. So, sorry, I was at Christian Prince defending Lubna, Candide. So, a little bit of my energy is low, not feeling well. I hope you understand. But I got this idea that being honest with you now and very I wouldn't look professional or anything, and my feelings have come back. That's how I came to this ayat. My feelings are very emotional. Every time seeing this messenger, what he's done, and then yeah, when I get angry, I don't think right because I'm also not feeling well. I can't. I'm so compelled at times. Uh, the way I came to this ayat, Surah 2, ayat 108, reminded me, brought those memories of when I was doing on Banu Qurayza tribe, finding out from Ghalib Kamal, although I'm not following him, and God knows what's happened. I flip against people, although I learned from Ghalib Kamal. And then I learned where he got this information from the Prophet Muhammad that killed and how he killed the Banu Qurayza tribe men, boy, boys who had just grown up to be eligible to to become like how shall I say men or something. So how they were killed and all this, and the last time I went to the angels, on the angels showing you and helping the Shias also to see how Prophet Muhammad has used. So I was told, like indirectly, ex-Muslim, friendly ex-Muslims at that time, video or live stream, they were saying that where we can criticize now Islam, but to be careful not to like say much against Prophet Muhammad, not criticize, or I don't know what it was. I was trying to make out what is this. So not to call a spade a spade. And then there was this recently another guy who was telling his Muslim and would have gotten us into trouble. Like I don't disrespect Prophet Muhammad and all this, right? Awais Iqbal. So he has his own way, but I felt that I disagreed with him when he was saying this because insulting, um, like when you call someone a rapist and they're not in the group of the rapists, it's insulting them, right? Although if I'm a criminal and you call me a criminal, of course I should not be feeling insulted. But if I'm not a criminal, if I'm not a liar and you call me a liar and you put me in that group of liars, then of course I'm going to. That's insulting, right? And also abusing people, calling them names. Um, Abusing people is insulting. And I wasn't doing this before year 2000, but that tag, and who cares, right? Right now, I could see the Christians on Christian Prince. Um, some of them don't care. Like they're saying Lubna not only is a hypocrite but a coward, trying to tell them that thanks to those who have been there, commenting that she's a wonderful lady, Lubna, and that she's not a hypocrite. Some say she's confused or whatever. And I would say I don't know what I would say about that, but I leave it on Lubna because she's been threatened, and so she has to be prudent and a bit careful. She's been threatened for uh, um, just criticizing. I mean, just bringing into awareness what the Pakistani British Muslims are doing in Britain. So, and to take care, she's got children, you know, little kids, and all this. And so we have to protect our position. That's true, right? And our lives, not risk our lives, like Rob Christian. So sometimes, like, I would feel guilty that I'm doing this and I could get my family into trouble for doing, like, being Muslims, Shia Muslims, I could get them into trouble, right? In the beginning, it was that when I was becoming a little open and saying things about, and when I get angry, I was calling Prophet Muhammad a rapist and all this of Safiya and all. So then, going to Rob Christian, and what he was saying is that he's not showing his face um, because Muslims might even, since he's from the Middle East, his family might be harassed or even in trouble, right? What the Muslims, one of the Dawa organizations, Muslim Islamic organization has also recently what they've done to, I found out recently what they did to Salman. Salman, yeah, the behind veils. What his wife, so really, really scary. They almost got him killed, unlived, behind veils. This was so sad. Even his sister and his mother. Yes, it's behind veils, his channel's name, and I think his name is Salman. So we have to be careful, right? Doesn't make us cowards. And since Christian Prince was saying, if you don't like the way I talk, or then leave, get lost. So I said, if I get lost, right, then and I don't have Skype, I don't use Skype. So if he has it on YouTube to allow us to come call on YouTube, join him, I could join him there. But so I take him as a joker. I'm sorry, I don't mean to insult him, but it's like I'm a clownish stuff I do also. So take it in a light-hearted manner, and his reasons are good. Logic is good. So if I get lost, then they'll say, "Oh yes, you are a coward. You got lost. You don't want to talk to Christian friends. Don't want. He'll sweep the floor and all this. He'll sweep me too. Already swept away. So whatever I've left, I'm coming with that, right? So here I showed the. I hope I don't know how, but the angels and this from Christian Prince. I acknowledge that I came to the closer examination of these ayats. I found out what Christian is right, but I would say that the Muslims use this, even the translators, different words and different meanings. Sorry, same word for the same word, different meaning. Sadaqeen. So Allah did say actually, uh, most probably that the angels are not truthful and they are liars. Meaning, if you're not truthful, then you're a liar. Surah 2, I 31. So I got this from going to Christian Prince about this, right? And then I did my own research recently on this, trying to get the ayahs to show you that yes, it most probably means truthful and not that the angels are not right. God, if God on that level, maybe you would then, I came to, my previous live stream, long one, it took 3 hours or so looking at it, my God. So I should just do a little bit rather than all this, like then go on another ayat, which is another topic on another topic. And so because I thought, so I shouldn't be doing this, right? Too much on my plate. I can't. And I showed you this ayat that if you object to this Allah, then the guardian, then you're a behove, you're a baghi, right? The human beings. So shouldn't the angels also be called baghis rather to object to Allah, right? Not ignorant, even not uh, not right, but not that they are baghis. They have rebelled against Allah. Okay, so in the end, my live stream last time, what all cognitive dissonance or what it was, it's very difficult to convince some Muslims to show them even to some. So I'm going to speak in Urdu a little bit, right? I'm going to say this. जो समझने वाले नहीं है वो तो कभी भी नहीं समझेंगे ऐसा लगता है मुझे. So I kind of feel that those who don't understand will never understand. If they don't see it now, meaning समझने, सोचने, देखने वाले. So much from the Quran. right? Eyes have shown contradictions, and thanks to those helping, like Christian Prince, and we have Rob Christian and all, but it doesn't mean that I don't agree to everything their way, and I sometimes feel that it's not right to. Christian Princes get lost if you don't like my way. Then how can we even debate with them or have a discussion with them when he says get lost? And when he then and then they call us cowards, right? So I'm not a Muslim. I'm an ex-Muslim. Even then they would call us cowards. The Christians there with Christian Prince and Christian Prince himself. This and caring for feelings. There's no care for anyone's feeling. I don't have that iron will. Sorry, I have emotions and I have many issues in my life, right? I can't deal with even, okay, my voice gets raised and all this, but if I listen to someone else doing this, I would be really nervous, getting really nervous. And now in this state of compulsion, I need someone to listen to me rather than, you know, interrogate me. Okay, there was Houston Mueller there. I ignored him, ignored all his comments. Only others I was replying to. And Christian Prince did. Really strange. So, and I even commented on Lubna's video on this. Christian Prince calling her a hypocrite and all this. So, and a coward now. See, so I disagree with that about Lubna. Although there was a time, what was that, when I was kind of suspicious about Lubna that, you know, is she, because every Pakistani origin, so even though she is criticizing British Muslims and all this, I still feel that. But then I think I have to contemplate more on this, and then but I have to say that here, Lubna, sorry, Lubna, sometimes I really it's very difficult for me to understand what's going on. So um, it's all very confusing now for me. But I understand you're definitely a wonderful person, and all this. The some things I didn't agree to about the religious the converts you said to Islam. I just heard that recently on Christian Princes that you so but she's a wonderful person. I don't think she's a hypocrite now. I don't think she is a coward. She's a brave lady. She's had so many threats. It's amazing that, and having children and working and cooking for them. I can't do all these things, right? So, what a brave lady to do that. I've got to look at that, and then I hope Lubna comes around and sees that Islam, what Islam is all about. Another thing was making me feel guilty, so being controlled. Like I didn't have to go to the, go to the washroom. I have to tell you this, right? Just before coming here, I felt like I have to go to the washroom. God knows what's happening to me. Control. I'm controlled here. And also my safety going out because there were two Indians uh, whose lives who were murdered in Dubai. I think we should be able to criticize, critically examine, and publicly share this about religions without having to be harmed or you know put I mean taken executed or fined or punished for being blasphemers or apostates. And this Quran I found very. Anyhow, the way I came to this ayat, Surah 2, ayat 108, and I looked at it, and I looked at Maududi's footnote on this commentary in Quran.com, right? So it's against the Jews mostly, not Christians. I don't know. So Prophet Muhammad didn't have much against the Christians as much as he had against the Jews a lot, and the polities, of course. Oh, this is mine. Oh, so let's go to 17 and 12. No, Quran.com. Oh, on question Prophet Muhammad. So I gave up that day yesterday. Let me just this my issue here. My blood was boiling. Oh, not this. So the way I came to this is ayat 12. And then I read the commentary, and that the Surah Ashura ayat 2, the Jews, I don't know what happens to me. Sorry, I'm emotional. I deeply feel things. I don't know why. So this is my setback also. Be a lawyer, being so emotional, I won't be able to talk. And we have made the night. And oh no. Sorry, this is not the one. It's the funny ayat. It's Surah 2, ayat 108 or whatever. Sorry, Surah 2, ayat 108. Yeah, I had to stop at this. I couldn't go back to all. You know what I've said about the Jews, what Islam has done, Prophet Muhammad has done against the Jews. So Surah 2, ayat 108. Or do you wish that you ask your messenger as was asked Musa from before, and whoever exchanges the disbelief with the faith? So certainly he went astray from the evenness of the way. Ask. So here tasallu, isn't this like, so another thing, same words used. Like sometimes so we have to see in which ayat how it's put, right? So we take this sallu as now asking, not prayers. Salah, sorry. 5 times obligatory prayers. I was asking your messenger, Rasul. That's really funny. Why I find it strange, I just, long time ago, in year 2000, I felt, I wish that later on when I was being attacked or whatever it was, I was being, I felt it was a psychic attack. And so I felt, couldn't God just give us something easy, believe in Him, so He could help the oppressed? In my religion, Shia religion, helping the oppressed is emphasized upon. God hates those who do zulm, right? God cannot take stand. Then why did He give respite to this? There were questions coming up, right? Yeah. So then why give respite to Iblis to do all this, mislead people, and illa, you accept your mukhlasin, and then according to the Shias, who are the pure, purified, and the sincere, chosen ones of Allah, mukhlasin, not us, not the belief, common people who are Muslims. Right? We can't even call ourselves believers, right? Some of us Shias would say this. So we strive to become believers in this religion. It's for Allah to judge in the end whether we are believers or not. So this, all these contradictions. So I felt that, no, coming across, so you know why it frustrates me that one word you sallu, you ask your messenger, and then Allah and the angels have sent sallu. So he must know everything when Allah. And so even if asking, like all the prayers, there's not blessing. The Allah sending salu and the messenger sending salu to the right. So I was going to look at that ayat too and put it in my notes, but I had to stop myself. I said, now you better be careful. You better take care of yourself because it's really very bad for me. I have to do my own work. No one is helping me. And in this, right? Get up, make tea. This very, very painful for me. So I don't know how, like, what is this? So I don't need your sympathies or anything, and I'm doing my best. Although there were people who were saying, "Oh, she's sitting at home, not doing anything," or just moody or something like this, then oh, people talk all sorts of things and put against you, uh, but hardly come to help you, right? They have to talk about you, like oh, but they're like commentators, right? And the on the field, like if it's cricket, the batsman knows, and he's playing. Okay, he's not in form, and he didn't hit this ball this way, and or he's if he, batsman, and the bowler, oh, he's not in form, and things can happen. I don't know. Like we shouldn't be commenting like this on people, players. Also. So he's out. He's out. Oh no, why wasn't he in form? So too much commentary on that is not good. That's my opinion. Now, another thing, always Iqbal, when I was there, to a Pakistani was saying, "Dekhiye, we respect Prophet." I was saying, why could you? I didn't agree with them. Nee, agar Prophet Muhammad, like some now recently, I was with Christian Prince in before leaving. I said, yeah, he's right. That if but I was saying, but in one way he's wrong, in another way he's right? So in one sentence, like one thing is right, I agree with you. I said, yeah, I'm with you, Christian Prince, on this. So, but the second sentence, I wasn't with him. You see, so he was saying, why would you feel insulted? She's saying, because So this I have to talk about, like in another right now, like so we get it from Christians that are you Muslim? Are you Muslim? We get it from the ex-Muslims, not to even ex-Muslim, like friendly ex-Muslim. Um, Abdullah Samir, you were saying that now they're saying we can. I think we can talk against Islam, or but not in a like respectful manner, right? Not to blaspheme Prophet Muhammad or insult Prophet Muhammad. I was like, how far would that go? Because if I find Prophet Muhammad to be a rapist, then can I say that? Can't I say that? Right? Then would that be blasphemy? And if the hadith is showing that he married the child, but I don't show that hadith much, right? Because the Sunnis, and then once upon a time, the Shias, I think Sayyid Yusuf said, he was saying those times, the Arabia. But the Shias also believe that he married Aisha at the age of when she was 9, and now now they're saying no. Some are saying 19. She was 19, and in the Sunni Hadith, there's been a miss. It's it's not written properly. It didn't come properly from the enemy and all this, and Aisha was like this, and that's why she was an enemy of Prophet Muhammad. Oh, now the Sunnis are going to get me because so this is the problem. Sometimes I feel Christian Prince says some things which are right, and some things are not wrong. Some things are not right. They're wrong. Now you see, if you're insulting me, I and defend myself, right? And I feel insulted not because I'm a rapist, because you put me in the category of rapist, and I'm not. And there's a way of putting things, right? So some, even ex-Shia, sorry, ex-Muslim like Awais Iqbal, who is in United States, was saying to this Muslim, I respect the Prophet, I take his name like this. Rasulullah, sir. You know, they say, I don't even say that. Like that. When he took away the peace of people, and you're asking us to respect him. So in that manner, I'm with Christian Prince on this, right? And he's very eloquent. Christian Prince is, they say, is a legend, and I told them, no, yes, he's a legend, but still there's some certain things that I disagree with, and and the way I put it, extreme. He becomes extreme against Muslims. So yes, some Muslims are extremists, but some are not. Right? But the ones he gets extreme against are not extremist Muslims. So this terrible, I don't know how to right now articulate it and explain it. Angels, Shias. So Prophet Muhammad putting himself up, Aleen as Aleen, you know Aleen, right? And his progeny. And so angels can, Allah has given angels the power to say, not like say what they want to say, right? Question Allah, and but not disobey, right? We saw in the commentary under those ayats, Surah Baqarah, ayat 31. Which one was it? 30, 31. So I could see a very cunning person. Like Allah, the way He's made Allah, very cunning, right? So angels who are beings of light, what I saw is they can't, like Allah can, if He wants to, make angels into men. And what the angels are going to, what, uh, angels are going to, sorry. So when I came to this, oh, sorry, okay, I'll cut that off. I'll come back later on if I can talk properly on that. So now you can't ask the messenger like Moses. Uh, and the commentary is where? Sahih International? Oh, it's Sahih's. No, it was Maududi's too. Yes, here it is. So because of Moses, the Jews who were addicted to hair-splitting arguments. I don't think Maududi should have put it this way. Instigated the Muslims to ask the Prophet a great many questions. God therefore cautioned the Muslims against following the example of the Jews in this matter and admonished them against unnecessary inquisitiveness. Oh, I feel that we should ask until we dig in deep and get to the cause of the matter, get the answer uh, from the cause, not the effects, the root cause. The Prophet himself often warned the Muslims that excessive inquisitiveness, now this is about excessive inquisitiveness, right? Okay, they would say, which was devoid of religious earnestness. Oh, so like, okay, don't be excessively inquisitive. This is like gaslighting. Oh, sorry, excuse me. So you see, I can't talk. Um, but I still, okay, I'll try to. painful. So and this no, I see something like just culprit, just wisdom. Like I was asking my father on Surah 33 at 37, and he was saying, well, we don't know the wisdom of Allah, and moreover, we don't know the wisdom of Prophet Muhammad also with Allah, like as a messenger of Allah, right? What? So even the Shias would stop that you would call that where would you draw the line? But if you're not getting the answer, you're not getting the wisdom. Are we not supposed to understand the wisdom of Prophet Muhammad also? I mean, of Prophet Muhammad, the wisdom of the ayats, this condition, the circumstance, this, that, of Surah 33 at 37, meaning for an example. So I think he made this. Oh, he's very clever. This is not a true Allah. Had been the ruin of earlier religion. Now, on this also, fear is coming, right? So fear doesn't help. It doesn't help to make you really sincerely believe in something. So now fear has come up in the ruin of earlier religious communities. Oh my God, fear compulsion. So fear makes it compels you to like, stop doing something, right? You know, if it's like, and if it's immediate, it will stop you, right? If someone's got a gun, says, "Oh no, someone," you know that if you steal something, you'll be your hands will be cut off, right? Like in this Islam. I'm not defending Islam. I'm just saying if that thing is there, that right, that immediately it will take effect, punishment. Whether someone is there to see you or not, your hands will just fall off. Let's say you wouldn't do it, right? You wouldn't steal. Had been the ruin of earlier religious communities. In a way, like my mother's cousin was telling me, he was right. That if, you know, fear helps in uh, keeping you away from punishments and all, help you, fear, punishments, to keep you away from doing bad, right? This also, but on a superficial level. So I felt like inside, not fear, but something else should stop you from maybe this idealistic of me to think that way. Not fear, but something like love or, love of someone, or the fear of punishment, or the fear of losing or destroying yourself or your community or your family. Should that this should deter you from doing something wrong. But love should. He stressed that people need not delve too deeply into questions. Left. Why are they left unelucidated by God then? Or his messenger, Prophet Muhammad, meaning here, unelucidated, unexplained, not clarified. Huh? You know why? So your own religious scholar, Sunni religious scholar, however, like there are ayats that are not elucidated, right? They are unelucidated, explained properly. Or what? Why? By God or his messenger. See what he did to the. I think he stole it. He stole certain things from the Jews, made it into like these ayats, like Allah is sending it to me. I'm inspired, right? Not like ayats coming to the Jews, but maybe there were some of their, like rabbis and chiefs, holy chiefs like priests, rabbis, who were getting inspiration, and who had their books, Arab Jews in Arabia, Yathrib, around Yathrib in Arabia. He stole it from them. And so he couldn't, you see, he stole some of their stories also and put it in its own way and made now the Quran. Revelations are coming to him. Why would Allah leave things not elucidating it, not explaining it properly? Hmm? And his messenger. So that this reminded me of what I had read here also, right? About Huway bin Akhtab. He and Prophet Muhammad, oh no, it's not Surah. It's Huway bin, sorry, Ibn Akhtab. Sorry, I'll be making sorry, mistakes while talking, stammering, and you're making mistakes. I apologize for that. I was in my father's and my Abu. What do you feel towards him? He replied, yes, I recognize him only too well. Okay, and here also. This is Safiya bint Huwais saying what happened. She's really narrating. And then at first, Huwais' opposition simply took the form of public debates with the people. And on one occasion, he had a discussion with Muhammad upon the mystical letters beginning some of the surahs, right, in the Quran. When a prominent rabbi, Abdullah ibn Salam, became a Muslim, Huwais was, okay, so this part, see? On one occasion, he even had a discussion. Huwais had a discussion with Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, upon the mystical letters. How could he have a discussion upon the mystical letters beginning in the Quran, in the surahs of the Quran, right? Some of the surahs of the Quran. When only Allah uh, and Prophet Muhammad, and we are told, yeah, well, what the Sunnis believe and what the Shias believe, I'm not too sure on that. But only Allah know. Some Muslims say only Allah know about these mystical letters, the meanings, and some say Prophet Muhammad, and thereafter the Imams, like Imam Ali. When the Muslim believers are not given, right, the like, if you don't, Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad should have just said, there's no way we can have a discussion on this because I can't tell you. And according to the Shias, Muhammad is only supposed to give it to the very, like Imam Ali, right? Imams get this knowledge of the mystical letters. And some are only known to Allah alone. Even the Shias will say that. But I'm not too sure about that, right? But that's, but it's like this. I may be a little wrong, but not that wrong about what I'm saying on this, right? So could you have even the mystical letters that are in the Quran? Could he have stolen it from the Jews? You know, the Kabbalah they have, and Gnostic knowledge, mystical knowledge. So, oh, so right now I was laughing at something else, or remembering something else. But, and, oh, and so the Shias will say, we will not take Ibn Ishaq. Then the apostle went out to the market of Medina, Yathrib, and dug trenches according to Ibn Ishaq, this is not the Shia religious scholar, Islamic historian. This is a Muslim non-Shia Islamic historian, Ibn Ishaq. They will tell you when Ishaq. Ibn Ishaq came perhaps even if after, and how could he know? And this after even after Bukhari, after Muslim. But here we have this by what happened to the Qurayza clan, Jewish tribe, siege against Medina, Yathrib. Then the apostle went out to the market of Medina and dug trenches in it. Then he sent for them and struck off their heads in those trenches, as maybe even my head would be struck out one day here. So I have to read this out loud and prepare myself as they were brought out to him in batches. See, I can't read this. No, no, wait a minute. Someone else suffered in my agony and restlessness through the years. So I learned that wasn't it better that I suffer? But even listening to Karbala was terrible for me. It was too much for me because I'm suffering and I'm in pain. I'm depressed. But listening to it increases my helplessness and hopelessness. They say like the gurus who were saying that you think of those who are suffering. You will forget your problem. Forget your problem. But what was happening to me during those days when I was depressed, my problem was that if I heard someone else or saw, I couldn't even see someone else suffering because I was suffering, and it added to my helplessness and hopelessness and my grief. So I was like, I can't take this, right? At that time, when I was a teenager, in my teens, after 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, I couldn't take it. Then I couldn't take Karbala. No, my thing is that I couldn't forget my sufferings. I was extremely restless. And I read in Najul Balagha, Imam Ali's sayings that restlessness is the height of agony. Restlessness is the height of agony, distress. Height, psychological agony, restlessness. Restlessness is the height of agony, Imam Ali. So in that, I couldn't take it. I couldn't forget my pain, and moreover, I couldn't take remembering the pain of others that would make me forget my own pain. It wasn't until I became empty, a miracle happened. I thought it was by the grace of God. And when I was in 1918, end of 1989. Then my pain became microscopic, patience came, and then my whole thing was on making things better for others and someone I love, and I could then put my mind on that and heart on that. So yeah, so I can't really prepare myself by reading, seeing what they suffered, the Jews at that time, and he was my prophet. Remember, Prophet Muhammad, and whoever comes and tells you that I'm not a Shia, I don't know what they're doing. Whatever the intention is very terrible, right? They want to, but I was a Shia. So look at their intention, right? By saying that I'm lying, that I was a Shia, would make people do what against me? And who would this Taimur guy who said this who would he put in trouble more by saying this? So whatever the intention is, it's very diabolical. Oh, that, you know, the pain she's talking about, and this was my, like, they would get non-Muslims into trouble, or Christian or someone, right? Or what- but you know, I Pakistani Christian, I'm not, I wasn't. Okay, you know, so whatever the intention of this person is, who says I wasn't a Shia, he wants to cancel my pain about my religion, my religious crisis, all that. That I'm just a Christian who's come here to tell you and pretending to be in pain still, or having been in pain. This was my prophet too. No Shia would do this, but I know Shias were silent. Wouldn't say two Shias I know who left Shia Islam and were atheists. And I was told there's somewhere else also, um, where that someone left his religion because his hair was falling, and he said that God is not helping me. Listening to my prayer, but I didn't leave. They're like that. Shia. I think he was a Shia. Now Irani Shias, I don't know. I've heard on YouTube, Irani Shias are leaving their religion. Okay, so this all that, and why? Okay, so I looked at the Sunni side, Ibn. The Sunnis would take Ibn if they would take Ibn Isa, and the Shia side, right? That also Aka Mehdi Puyali commentary on under some, under Surah 33 ayat 60 to 61, that they write in multilingual Quran, and I was on this side too. Um, what the I think it would be under ayat. If the hypocrites and those in whose hearts is a disease and the agitators in the city do not desist, we shall most certainly set you over them, and they shall not be your neighbors in it, but for a little while. So, in this, I've spoken in detail about the ayat. Hypocrites, different group of people, hearts in a disease. Those in whose hearts is a disease, different people. Agitators in the city, different groups of people, but in the city, right?